would you like to see any of the props in our production? So on the performing side or on the narrative side?
Yeah, I think added instruments into the performance.
Like the idea with the guitar and the woods or something, yeah.
The use of the electric guitar in props and stuff like the iPhone for the narrative side of the story as well show how they're very young and how indie genre is reflected through the black and white clothing and the jackets as props as well as the guitars, and this shows that we're sticking to the foundation as well as introducing new stuff like iPhones to show how young they are and how they're young, the adolescents of the 21st century.
We want our characters to wear casual clothing, so nothing too formal. So do you think this is a effective form of costume, and why?
I think it is because it relates with the indie genre, as people who see themselves being indie like to wear casual clothes and patterned clothes, and I think this would fit very well with the genre.
Yeah.
It fits with the style of music that you're going for as well.
Yeah, I agree.
For costume, we incorporated the black and white theme from the indie genre, which is seen consistently through our ancillary products as well. We made the solo artist Dominic James to perform wearing black and white behind a black green screen, and then in the other scenes when he on his journey we showed him wearing casual clothes, showing how we used a more youthful and more younger style of clothing, and which is more casual, and we also incorporated the indie genre as well by using black and white in the performance side to keep the genre conventions and to also bring more uniqueness to our product as well.
Our fourth question is, as you can see, there's some settings and locations here, and there's some on here like places like Chester and Liverpool as well. So for our setting for indie rock music, in indie music video, where do you think would be a typical set and why?
Probably Liverpool, like in an urban area.
City. Would you want like certain scenes to cut off to the woodland to show them performing in a different area? Some scenes, some smaller scenes where they could be like wandering somewhere else and singing and performing with somebody. I think that's a good idea as well.
More like it would make it effective.
Yeah.
Taking on this feedback we received from the audience focus group, we decided to use two different locations, a woodland and some urban areas with train stations and houses, to show the journey of both individual people and characters in the couple. As one of the characters in the couple was a solo artist, we wanted to show his journey and his partner's journey as they eventually come together, and we use this around places like Port Sunlight and places in the local area where we could get good shots of places of residents and where people live, and also natural scenes where there's woodlands and parks, etc.
Finally, our last question is for lighting. You can see some lighting here on the sides. So, for what type of lighting would you want? More of like evening or sunset? Any elements like that in terms of lighting?
Evenly.
Yeah.
More effective, and try and go with like the natural lighting instead of like having like the portable props.
Oh, okay.
Make
Or maybe
more
you could have
effective.
it like day and night.
Day and night. Oh, so do you think it should be like a moving way, so it starts off at day?
Time lapse. That
Yeah.
would be effective.
Yeah,
some point as well.
Alright.
To help sell the story.
As our audience asked for natural lighting, we aim to keep our lighting as bright and as clear as possible. So we filmed sections and important amounts of the film during the daytime around the afternoon, so that we can get the perfect and optimum lighting, so that the shots and the frames were clear.
Or do you think that we should just stick to the chocolate?
No, I think you need to have them singing and singing and playing
performing
instruments and stuff, yeah.
Okay.
Maybe use a bit of performance and narrative together.
Yeah.
So you get the both of the performance. You can perform, and the narrative can be maybe about the chocolate.
I would say probably try and stay away from chocolate. It's a bit too ritual.
Yeah.
Our audience asked us for a combination of narrative and performance, so we took this advice on board and used certain parts of our music video with the narrative to show their journey, how the story of their relationship and how they come together, and we showed snippets of the performance side where the artist lip syncs the songs, so that we know that the song is a music video and that he's singing along, and as these events are going on, the song in the background is how do you think throughout all ancillary products over there, how the font is used, and how does it in a way show the indie genre, or does it show anything else? What are your opinions on the font?
Well, on the music ad, I think it's very good because it's just nice, bold and simple, which like obviously hints to the indie genre. Like he doesn't need much else, it's just him and his guitar, and, like, you know, represents the genre very well.
Is it any different from the old one, on the one next to it?
Well,
like
yeah, I think the distance, like, that looks like more of a movie title.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's too big and too bold, and it's in the middle, it takes up nothing. Like, I like the newer one.
Alright. For our magazine article, we wanted to show that we used a new we wanted to show that we had listened to the audience, and as they had seen the old font which we used as compared to the new font, so we chose a new font which was thinner, more brighter, and stood out, and gave the artist a good image as well. Do you think any from the Digipack and magazine article, do you think anything challenges indie apart from, you know, some of the conventions such as which have been conformed, like the dark clothes and the font? Is there anything that challenges indie that you think?
I'd say this one up here with like the colour on. I mean, that might be a bit more poppy as it's got all the colour on, where like the indie genre is usually black and white.
Yeah.
But I think you've conformed here with the guitars and the black and white theme with Dom on the front.
As the audience suggested that our Digipack had some generic themes of black and white and some images which are very similar, as they reflected and pointed this out, we changed this in our final draft, and we made the Digipack more diverse and different images, as well as lowering down on the black and white theme and introducing a bit more colour into each set to some panels as well, but still keeping the black and white theme in certain panels too, to show that we have used the roots of indie as well as added something new, such as colour and different and unique types of images. Is there anything to do with like costume, like in terms has it challenged it in a way instead of just using dark colours?
His top on this is like quite bright, whereas you'd think indie's like quite dark colours, but then the pattern on it is indie, so
yeah,
it does conform. On the old panel it looks like gaming text, like where you're writing the songs, but on the new one it looks like newer, so it'll be more modern for the audience.
Thank you. Do you anything else? And our next question is, in terms of the images used, such as like how he's facing away from the camera, or like pictures of the guitar, picture of where he's standing, like the location. What do you think of that? And does that show a message about the artist, and does it show a message about the genre as well?
I think on the old one, I think because there's two of them, it might get boring because it's just two same photos of him, like the angles and that. But where you put the guitars in it, we better obviously, because it's not going to be as boring seeing his face all the time.
Yeah, I think that like this one's a bit repetitive, as like obviously on both images he's looking away, but on this one you've got the mix of the guitar. But I would say you might need to put the guitars to like black and white because it contrasts with the actual image that's in black and white.
Yeah. Matt, do you have anything to say about the other two panels? The one, yeah.
Well, yeah, it's the same thing about the guitars being in black and white, just to keep with the theme of the Digipack. And with the magazine advert, it's very stereotypical with the indie genre, which is a good thing, with just a blue sky in the background, the artist on his own with nothing else in the way, just showing that it's him and his music.
Yeah.
Thank you.